everyone. Welcome to Beasnael. We are not the same. Today, I get to share with you a beautiful conversation with Treasure Gemz. We discuss the beauty and the benefits of owning yoni pearls. Oh, we talk about a lot of interesting subjects, especially down there. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in. Here you go. Treasure Gemz.
Oh, I thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you look absolutely gorgeous. I don't know who you're wearing, if it's one of your designs, or you look just absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, why? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I actually, me personally, I love to support my sisters in business. This is actually a dress that I got from one of my Muslima sisters. Her website is CoverGirl Couture. So for all of the ladies who want to be fully dressed and still be flashy and have a little bit of pizzazz to them, you can shop with her. So that's where I
Well,
got this dress from.
Uzima Couture, thank you. My sister looks amazing. I guess we'll be
Thank
visiting.
you.
Yeah, so welcome. Can you tell us who you are, what you're about? I mean, just, you know what? The ball is in your court today. You have the room. Go ahead and speak.
Okay, well, my name is Treasure. I am a holistic healer and educator. I specialize in feminine holistic care. So, what I basically do is I do any and everything that has something to do with the female anatomy, with your actual yoni. But what I promote is a holistic approach to actually healing your yoni, which will be anything organic or pretty much the procedures and the treatments that our ancestors used thousands of years ago. So everything that I do or anything that I promote is very well been around for centuries, way before I was around.
You know what? I enjoying what you just mentioned because it's about going back to basics. I think this year has taught us that more than ever. But
Most definitely.
the key word is ancestors. The other word that you said that resonated with me is holistic. And
Mhm.
just, knowing a little bit about you, what inspired you to create Treasure Gems?
My name is Treasure. And I just have such a unique name that I feel as though it stands out, it reaches out to people. It became a brand on its own
Wow.
for years before I actually even started Treasure Gems. But the
Mhm.
actual gems themselves are the actual gemstones, the crystals, the actual healing crystals that we use internally inside us. So that's where I actually got the term, the gems. So these are the actual gems. This is
Oh,
the
wow.
actual yoni egg.
Okay.
So when I initially started my business, it was the yoni eggs were the baby. This was the prize of my business. This is what I was educating everybody on. I wanted
Right.
everybody to know the actual power of the crystals.
Yeah.
But even if it's not in the shape of a yoni egg, the
Mhm.
power of the crystals is, I mean, the magnitude just it reaches depending on what it is that you're actually trying to fulfill within your life or what type of aspect that you're actually what you're healing. So it depends. It's different stones.
No, I mean, I think stones have power. And I just looking at that stone, it's shaped a little bit differently. And here comes our health education, because I know that
Yes.
you started out. I wanted you to tell us a little bit more about your background and your upbringing to fast forward that to the treasure, the yoni eggs. But
Hmm.
tell us a little bit about the shape of that egg that you just showed us.
Okay, well, the actual yoni egg is shaped. It gets the name yoni egg because the yoni, which is the center of the womb, this is the our vagina. Some people
Mhm.
the name has so many different
The
names.
vajayjay,
Yeah,
I
the
mean, let's just
vajayjay.
go
I mean,
down the
some
list,
people get a little
okay?
explicit. They say
The
your pussy,
cupcake.
your coochie, all different types of things.
I
But
know.
whatever you call your sacred space, that's your
Yes,
that's your actual yoni. But yoni actually
absolutely.
is a Sanskrit word, and that's where it originates from. So, and that's from centuries ago. So
Wow.
that's where we actually get the word yoni. And in the actual form of the egg, which is the
Yes.
crystal, the actual raw rose quartz is shaped, formed, and polished into the shape of an egg, which also mimics the shape of a woman's
So
womb.
I'm like all into it, trying to, I should have grabbed one. You know what? After this
Yes.
conversation, I have to get one. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. Do they come in different colors, or do we just
They
have that?
They do come in,
Ah.
they do come in different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I have my wondrous vulva puppet.
Oh.
Another woman in business. She makes these beautiful replicas of our
Oh,
vagina,
wow. Okay.
and
Yes, I
it just
see that.
has everything that we
All
have
right.
going on here.
This is a
And
pretty good replica of
yeah,
the
this is a
woman
very
for
good
the
replica,
anatomy.
and
Yeah.
right inside of here, you see I have another yoni egg. So
Wow, treasure.
that is where we actually placed it. We just put it right inside our vagina,
Okay.
and
And
it we
hold up.
grip it in there.
Wait, treasure. You're moving too fast for me. Hey, wait. This is an educational moment here. Now, little ones, not to be tried, but
Hmm.
that's a disclaimer. But I just saw what you did with the anatomy, and I think that's something that as women sometimes we don't even know our bodies.
Right.
What are the benefits of having a yoni egg, and what does it really do for the pelvic muscle?
Well, it actually really depends on the person. What we
Oh,
don't know, well, I mean, depending on your age range,
yes.
and my age group, women who are 30 and over, a lot of women who came from my generation and before me, we were not. These are all uncomfortable conversations. These are
Absolutely.
not things that we were talking about when we were growing up. The main thing we were taught in physical education were that we were going to come on our period.
Yes.
How to take care of our period.
Yeah.
Once you get your period, you can get pregnant.
You can get
And
exactly.
that was pretty much it. It was nothing else that they talked about. They didn't tell us about vaginal prolapse. They didn't
Right.
tell us about the different ailments that could actually naturally happen to us. Even just having fibroids. Like
Absolutely.
these were things that we were not taught about. And then at a young
Absolutely.
age, for a lot of us, especially myself in the Black community, at 14, 15, they're pushing us on birth control. And once they're
Exactly.
pushing us on birth control, we're actually creating these problems within our wombs at very young ages. And then we get to an age where we want to be in childbearing ages, and now we have destroyed our wombs
Mhm.
because of these things.
No,
But
no.
that's where the yoni eggs come in, because these are actual
Mhm.
natural healing stones. Now,
Right.
this one that I pulled out of my vulva puppet is an
Right.
amethyst stone.
Okay.
The
Okay.
and each stone that I personally promote for women to
Yes.
use,
Uh-huh.
all have different prosperities, different energies that they charge and that they promote with inside the woman.
Oh wow.
So each one, depending on what it is that you're seeking, whether if it's past life traumas
Right. Mm-hmm.
that you're trying to heal from,
Heal
rape,
from.
abortion,
Yes.
miscarriage,
Yes.
those different types of things, we have a
Mm-hmm.
stone that most definitely can help align you, rid your body of those traumas, and actually push you to where you need to be to actual heal.
No, absolutely beautiful what you just said. I think you've educated us. You've given us all the courses that we ever need, from 101 to our life, the end of our lives. I
Yes.
think what you mentioned about sex education within our community or any other maybe ethnic community, right? I noticed that certain subjects are taboo because that's the way it is, and I know even with myself certain subjects were just you just didn't mention them, but the beauty of maybe being in the western world or the beauty of talking to everyone, and I think that's where I really can relate to you. We're able to connect by through our community by just opening up, and I see you're someone who's very transparent. So what are the challenges and benefits of creating a business, especially a business like this that is not normally heard of or that's taboo?
Oh man. The main thing when you're thinking of anything outside of the box,
Mm,
scrutiny is going to push you up against a wall. But as long as you are 100% within yourself and you know what your purpose is, you know exactly where you want to go, what it is that you're talking about, and you're knowledgeable of it,
yes.
no one can take that from you. Like, there'll be the naysayers. I've been in business since 2016,
Oh
and
wow.
I'm just now starting to get some of the recognition that I should have been getting 2 3 years ago. But in my first year in business, everyone was like, you want to do what? You do put what in what? This is a what? what am I supposed to do with the string? And it's gonna do this and it's gonna get lost. And I mean the questions and the constantly me repeating myself, and it just became so overwhelming up until the point where I'm like, okay, maybe no one is not really understanding me. So that is when I actually took the time to write my first book.
Yes, I saw that. I need to get a copy of that.
Yes, I'll
tell
make
us
sure you
about the
get one
book.
and I'll sign it. I'll make sure you get one and sign it to you.
Oh, I'm so honored. Thank you.
Yes, most
So,
definitely.
tell us about the book. What's in the book?
Okay, so this is basically, it's a beginner's guide to self-healing with yoni eggs and yoni yoga. I promote yoni yoga. That's also something that I do. And yoni yoga is just regular yoga, but being as though I focus solely on the women and the actual reproduction, our feminine health, and our sexual empowerment.
Absolutely.
Those are the things that I want to align my sisters with. All of my sisters. These are the things that we tend to not even pay attention to. Like as we get older, we lack orgasms. We think that it becomes natural. We like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's just this, or I'm just off today. But no, these are actual things that we can repair on our own without having major surgeries, expensive surgeries and lasers and all of that stuff. So to basically break it down, so I didn't have to explain to everyone, and some people don't want to have this conversation. So you can actually read it.
Yes, you can read.
In my book, I basically explain the simple yoga exercises that you can do to tighten your vagina, to strengthen your pelvic floor, to actually enhance naturally your natural orgasmic feels, whether if it be during intimacy alone or masturbation. These are all things that we can all benefit from. And they also, and everybody knows, you know, when you have a pussy problem, everything is a problem.
No, I mean, Beasnael, we're not the same. No subject untouched. Here we are today with Treasure Gemz. An amazing conversation.
I don't be playing.
Yeah, that's a key word right there. You're not playing, are you? You are here to empower. You are here to teach us without any limits. I love this. So you know what? The beauty of a book. How can we get a hold of your book?
My book is available on Amazon. You can also get my book on my website. If you order it on my website, then I will personally sign it to you. So that's a benefit of purchasing it on my website. But some people like to purchase it on Amazon so they can get it faster.
Absolutely. You know, I'm not going to let you go that fast. You have to tell us about your upbringing, because there's certain things that you've had to overcome to get to this point. And I really, really want you to share that, only because you've encouraged us, you've enlightened us so far. And I'm really curious about the yoni eggs. But let's talk about you. Which state do you come from? Where's your hometown?
Okay, well, I was originally born in Holyoke, Massachusetts. So I'm originally an East Coast girl up north, but my family pretty much was raised and all migrated down to Northwest Washington, D.C. So I'm a D.C. girl, Washingtonian all day. So all of my schools, I went to elementary school, junior high, and high school in the District of Columbia.
Oh, wow.
I straight out of high school, I went into hair school. I realized very fast that I didn't want to do hair for a living. So I pretty much dropped out of that, and I started nursing school, and I was doing nursing for a while. And,
well, maybe the nursing, you have a nurturing sense about you. And I believe, most women tend to do that. But I see where the nursing came in. Fast forward today, even the hair, it's all about your well-being.
Yes.
What I can ask you is, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and it's affected so many people. We talk about holistic, we talk about well-being, we talk about mental strength. Can you elaborate on how the pandemic has affected you this year?
Wow. The pandemic personally has affected me in ways that, because I'm such a hands-on person, and I create events, and I like to be hands-on. Like I do yoga events. I like to be there with my women and hands-on showing them. So it's affected me.
If you love, no be there. I no go there by your side. If you love, no be there. I no go there.